Well, you were known all over the world by millions of fans as Carman the Champion, on stage, in your movies, in some of your CDs, but yet now you're facing one of the biggest battles of your life, being diagnosed with terminal cancer. So what is it that keeps that champion spirit alive in you?
Well, I think, first of all, when I did the song, The Champion, I sort of got associated with that word, but in the song, Jesus is the champion. So I never had to quite live up to that. And but when you start using words like champion or radically saved, addicted to Jesus, these type of phrases and words are associated with you, so you do have something to live up to. And sometimes the idealistic is difficult to live out in the real. But then every once in a while you get a challenge like what I got. And I was diagnosed on actually Valentine's Day with multiple myeloma cancer. And it causes your immune system to drop. And then you just start catching everything that just runs around. So the challenge is, what does God want me to do with the time that I have here? Because most of the people that have affected our lives the most in life have spent the least amount of time on this planet. So it's not a question of how long will I be here. It's a question of what am I doing while I'm here. And that's always been the most concern to me. So when I was diagnosed, I just had to look at my life and say, have I done enough with the amount of time that I have, and is this my time to go? And if it's my time to go, then I'm ready to go. But obviously, it didn't seem like the Lord was ready for me to check out so early.
So it was more about the quality of time.
Yeah, I think so. It's appointed for every man once to die. But before that time, if we live for Christ. So what am I going to do? And how many people am I taking with me when I leave this planet?
Amen. I want to talk a little bit about the other side of cancer.
Sure.
Now, I know in your Facebook you posted a little bit about that.
Yeah.
How when you were diagnosed, it was kind of hard because the people closest to you were kind of treating it like it was like a contagious disease. And what was that experience like?
Yeah, everybody reacts differently, And I was really serious with somebody. We're actually thinking about. I was thinking about getting married, and when this happened, we had to have a long talk. And basically, she said that she didn't feel like she could be the person to walk with me through that type of scenario. We weren't really walking through anything yet, but the anticipation of it. And I think sometimes people, they look to the future. They say, am I going to have a happy future with this person, or am I going to be a nurse? When they start thinking like that, then, probably it's a way of weeding out who loves you and who doesn't, but it's a rough way of doing it. It's brutal because you don't see it coming. And I do have some family members, some even siblings that I don't even hear from. I haven't even gotten a text or a get well or a Facebook post from, just to say, we're praying for you. It's just strange. But then the other side is that the people that you don't even know send so much love. Like on Facebook, I had like one post got 18,000 comments. And then I looked at the message and there was like 11,000 messages. It's like, I didn't even know that they were there. I didn't even know that they really cared. So, you lose one thing over here and you get it somewhere else.
So what is the good that is coming out of it with your music and your upcoming tour?
Well, I never thought I would tour again. I thought that was it. I thought I was checking out. I had a friend who I hadn't seen for 20 years called me up, an attorney, and says, hey, if there's anything I could do, just want to see how you're doing, how you're feeling. And then he said, look at all this love you have on Facebook. You should put out a record. I said, well, but record companies are not signing anybody right now. He says, well, let's do it ourselves. Let's go through Kickstarter. So we went to the Kickstarter program, and he put the whole thing together for me. He says, let's see if the people want the music from you. Let's see if the people, if they want music, then they're going to want to see you in concert. And if they want music and they want to see you in concert, God's got to keep you alive. Well, let's see what God has to say about the future and if he touches their hearts. We put it out there, and we still got like another 15 days to go, and we're reaching our budget, and it's letting me know that he wants me to put more music out there, and if I have music, then I have to tour it. So that means I must be getting better. I mean, or at least enough to tour, which I'm happy with.
Amen. Amen. So God has great things in store for you.
I'm planning on it, you know.
So finally, just for someone watching who maybe is battling cancer, or they know someone who's battling cancer, what is something you can say to them to keep them going, keep that hope alive?
I think the most important thing is recognize that the quality of time you have here is really the most important thing. You know, just fighting and kicking and agonizing and dying 1,000 deaths before we actually leave this planet is not the way God designed it. So for whatever time you do have, or whatever time God is allowing you to have here on this earth, is to be enjoyed, and to be enjoyed with the people that you love the most and the ones that love you. And don't waste time trying to win people's hearts who really don't care. Embrace what is before you. Don't embrace the fear of what might happen tomorrow. Embrace the joy of what is happening today.